Welcome to this EWRB Electrical Service Technician Training course. I'm Aria, an electrical tutor working with Whitroy. In this course, I'll guide you through all the topics covered in the EWRB Electrical Service Technician Exam Teaching Guidelines. Welcome back. Today's topic is electrical safety, personal, and we'll look at how electricity affects the human body and why safety precautions are so important in our trade. Let's start with Topic A, physiological effects of electricity on humans. Topic A, effects of current on the human body. Electricity can seriously harm the human body, even at low currents. It only takes about 1 milliamp for a person to feel a slight tingling. At around 10 milliamps, muscles start to contract. That's when you can't let go of the live conductor. At about 30 milliamps, breathing can be affected. And anything above 50 to 100 milliamps passing through the heart can cause ventricular fibrillation, a deadly condition where the heart beats irregularly. That's why RCDs trip at 30 milliamps, it's just below the level that can kill. Topic B, peak voltage and insulation resistance. Next, let's talk about why peak voltage matters for insulation resistance. When we test insulation resistance, we're checking that the insulation can safely withstand the highest voltage present in the circuit, not just the average. In a 230-volt AC system, the peak voltage is actually about 325 volts. So, our insulation resistance must be high enough to stop current flow even at that peak value. This ensures the insulation protects us from shock during normal use and undervoltage spikes. Topic C, dangers of contacting active and neutral or earth. Now, let's look at the danger of contacting active and neutral or active and earth at the same time. When a person touches both, their body becomes part of the circuit, and current flows through them. Touching active and neutral gives a direct path through the body. Touching active and earth sends current to ground, which is even more dangerous because the current might not be large enough to trip a fuse or breaker quickly. That's why we always isolate, test before touch, and use insulated tools and PPE. Topic D, factors affecting the severity of electric shock. Finally, let's talk about what affects the severity of an electric shock. The main factors are voltage. Higher voltage means more current can flow. Current, even small currents can be fatal if they pass through the heart. Duration, the longer the contact, the greater the damage. Body condition, wet, sweaty, or damaged skin reduces resistance, so current flows more easily. For example, someone touching a live wire with wet hands in a bathroom is much more likely to receive a fatal shock than someone touching it briefly with dry skin. Summary. So to summarize Topic 8.12, electrical safety, personal. Electricity affects the body depending on current level and duration. Insulation must resist the peak voltage to prevent shock. Touching active and neutral or active and earth is highly dangerous. Wet or damaged skin greatly increases the risk. That's why we always say, isolate, test, and protect every time. This concludes Topic 8.12. Electrical safety, personal. Next, we'll move on to Topic 8.13, personal protection devices, where we'll learn how RCDs and isolating transformers help prevent electric shock.